guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today, oh yeah, it's going to be all about automating dark matter, because we're going to be getting into Project E very, very soon. Hopefully you guys are ready. So jumping in today, we are going to start our journey on progressing through this pack and getting ourselves towards the EMC goal, which I mean is sort of in-game, definitely sort of in-game in this pack. But there's going to be a few things that will help us towards our journey. Now, let's take a look at everything that we need in order to get to that point. And over here, I have those things listed. So right here is the mother silverfish. This is going to be 4 of the items that we need to get the silverfish hearts. And those are going to come from this mother silverfish. Now, there is a way to automate this, which we'll talk about later on once we do this. But we can sit there and literally, at this point, just spawn it in with these items that we get. Now, we can get eggs pretty easily. Cold silverfish shards and also warm silverfish shards come from the 2 different places. As far as our map goes, it comes from the inner dungeons, I think, is the cold silverfish, these inner dungeons that are closest to us. And then the dungeons that are in the nether is where we get the warm ones, I do believe. So I am definitely going to be heading back to the end and hopefully looting some more things. I don't know if we can get a nether star in there, but there's the potential of that. We could get a nether star also, I think, through the chance cubes. I think chance cubes, also crates, and potentially doing more quests. I do have a couple of crates. Let's actually open these up and let's see, because I have like this 2 legendary crates, and then we have a bunch of the epic ones. Let's open 2 of the legendaries. So we got sand. That's very legendary. What? We just got a Klein star. Okay, that'll be really nice. And then let's go ahead and open all of these at once by shift right clicking. And did we get anything? But no, we got a lot of like nice stuff. We got a conduit, chorus flowers, gas tiers. Man, it is really nice. Enderium glass. Well, that didn't get us what we need. We might also still have to spawn it in the good old fashioned way somehow with getting wither skeleton skulls and so on and so forth. But I was looking at this. So there's the ender slime sling, which kind of lets you teleport through blocks, or we can go with the regular slime sling. And this is going to allow us to just kind of jump all over the place, which will be really nice. The ender slime, I don't know how much of this I have. I could definitely get myself some. I think this needs to be washed. Oh no, it needs to be just blasted. Cooked. Huh. Okay. So yeah, we can throw this into our blast furnace real quick and make ourselves an ender one, which will allow us to teleport through blocks. As crazy as that sounds, it's actually really cool. So there we go. We have one. I can also toss these boots on here. They do have the ability to be upgraded, but here you go. You can see that this should allow me to teleport through this wall, just like that. And it also, of course, lets me just sort of shoot myself forward a little bit, just not as much as this slime sling, which shoots me backwards and should help me traverse a lot easier. Of course, even having the bouncy boots will save me from all the fall damage that I'm probably going to be encountering as I teleport into the end. Now on my cleaver, I have 1 upgrade available, and we didn't put diamond on this, I don't think. So I'm probably going to grab a singular diamond here, because I think eventually I want to add netherite to this. This is going to boost the overall damage just a little bit. Go ahead and apply that if I have an upgrade available. There we go. Diamond. We're going to be doing 14 damage on this thing. And then we're going to unlock netherite. I think for all of our armor, we should probably start working on automating the protection for our gear. Yeah, I'm gonna actually go ahead and get that started. So this is just some small things that I need to work on for this gear to get myself sort of amped up and ready if I'm going to be utilizing Tinker's gear. And as you can see, to be able to get myself protection, which is the jack of all trades, which is the thing I would want to go for, I need all of these individual types. You can see this is seared stone, this one is gold, this is cobalt, and this is molten emerald. All of those need to be placed onto these obsidian plates, which is just going to be a bunch of obsidian, which thankfully we have due to a chicken. So time to load this thing up with some obsidian, feed it with some lava, and we are about ready to rock and roll. So this is taking a lot of time, and I really hope this is worth the time investment on the Tinker's armor, because I want to get myself max protection if I can. I notice each one of these has defense slots 4, so that means we can probably get protection 4 on our gear and protection 3 on our helmet. And of course our boots is going to have to sort of change. I think we can always add ability slots and stuff, but I don't know if we can add defense slots. So that one defense slot on the helmet's kind of meh, but I did go ahead and get the amethyst done. This is basically a projectile protection. Now to make this, all I did was combine the amethyst crystals with the copper, and I did 16 of each. And I know the alloy, I don't think the alloy is 1-to-1, but what I'm going to try, and this is how I'm automating this, by the way. You can see I have a hopper going into here, and then of course I just give this a lever, and I have both of these going to just speed things up. So if I put 64 into here, and then for example, let me turn this off. The next one is emeralds. I think this is like 1 gem per. So let me go ahead and throw 16 emeralds in here, and we'll just see how many 16 emeralds will do. Because each one of these is going to require something different. This one, for example, requires 1 brick. So I'm assuming like 1 brick is 1 brick. So if I put the 1 brick in there, we'll only get 16 of these. So to be able to really get the number that we need, let's see, 16 should divide, you know, pretty well into the 4 sets. Yeah, so really we only need 16. So hopefully that's the magic number here. If I turn this on, you can see this is how this is working, and this can also be sped up here. And all you got to do is speed up the casting table, because that's what takes the longest. And there we go. And yeah, that should hopefully equal 16 of these. Oh man, it looks like it's going to equal way more than 16. So yeah, I don't think it is 100% 1-to-1. This is probably going to end up giving me 48, just like the amethyst here. All right, so here we go. It is time to upgrade all of our armor. I have all of the pieces here. And so this is going to be pretty interesting because I've never messed with this before. So all of this is new to me. So all we need is basically 4 of each. I mean, I might as well just go ahead and put all of the stacks in here. And so this base is going to give me protection 1, right? And if I put this in again, it's not offering protection 2. So maybe we just have too much. I don't know. Protection 1 though is kind of nice. It's going to be a little bit of everything protection wise. And looks like we are missing that. Oh, that's right, because it was the seared brick, I think. So really we need 16 actual of that. But everything else made more than I was expecting. So yeah. So the last part, I mean, this just gives me 6 plus 6 resistance. That's not a lot. That's not, I was hoping for more. Now there is one more thing. Let's see. We have a few netherite that I'm going to go ahead and use. And I believe we can use this thing right here, a book and quill. It's super simple. It's one of the simpler ways to add an upgrade. And you can see right here, I put that on there. It's going to give it the writable. And then I should be able to apply netherite to this, giving it now 17 damage. So now we have a really good sword. But I also want to do this to all of my gear. Yes, this is, I think, the best way to do this. And I promise you are going to see why I am doing all of this here soon. It is definitely a necessity and is going to be needed for sure. All right, so we're applying all of this to our gear, even the boots. I'm going to put them over here. We're going to do that here in a second. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to apply netherite to these. This should bring it up to netherite level, and we have that 1 level of protection. Hopefully we won't be taking as much damage. Okay, so the slime boots can't take it, but overall, we now have full gear, and we're looking pretty good. So our protection is definitely there, and our armor bar is nice and filled up. I'm hoping that our stats are good. Yeah. I mean, there's only one way to test it out. Let's head to the end. All right, so moment of truth. Let's go. Let's set our destination. Teleport. And let's head down and hope that we can get some good loot from here. And yes, it is going to be incredibly dangerous. Man, it still takes a couple of hits, but I think with these boots, we should be fine. And so long as we have some food. Uh-oh, there's an Enderman after us. I mean, is there anything else here other than the ship that is lootable? Because there might not be. Yeah, I'm actually unsure of that. Huh. So maybe the ship is the only place that has loot? I mean, this is the dungeon area. Oh, so there's a dragon head. Let's see if we can get a boost. There's a dragon head. Come on. I'll take it. There we go. There we go. Come on. I'm using this to get myself up here because I think there was a lot of chests that I actually didn't loot last time I was up here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's just teleport back. And then we'll go from here. We'll go from here. We'll break this and we'll just see. Okay. So definitely some stuff that I didn't grab last time that I probably should grab. There's a book right there. Maybe that has some information in it. Boy, oh boy. So many of these shulkers. Definitely gonna try and grab that book. And that Enderman is going to kill me. Alright, let's see if I can punch these. Come on. And it's just a regular book. So there's nothing really there. Ooh! We got the ritual starter. That is actually one of the several things that we need. Oh, there's more of them. That's actually perfect. That is 100% all we wanted. So perfect. I got my ritual starters from this. Now, as far as nether stars go, are we going to have to summon in a wither? Or should we use chance cubes? I feel like summoning in the wither might be the way to go as far as getting nether stars. So at least to get our first nether star, I think our best bet is probably going to be going to the nether and fighting our way through the nether. And I think wither skeletons spawn down here. If I'm not mistaken, wither skeletons should spawn, and hopefully we'll be able to take them out pretty easy, especially since I have, you know, upgraded armor and everything. A whole lot better than last time I tried to fight these guys. You know, I say that and I almost just died due to a blaze that has some kind of special modifier. I totally forgot that, yeah, bad things can spawn here. This guy, oh, that's pretty rough. And then this one has shielding. Man, I may not be able to get into an area, but I've got to get some wither skeleton skulls. At least a couple. So this is definitely where you get the warm silverfish. I just found one in this chest. That is definitely going to be handy. I tried, by the way, to use the slime sling. It is just not working for me. For some reason, it is acting all kinds of crazy. This area is just plain crazy here. I'm trying my best to collect everything that I can out of these chests. I'm surprised it's not disturbing these guys a little bit here. This area is really nice because these are wither roses. What? Thank you. I will take those. Those are nice and free. I'm hoping that maybe I can find a spawner. This is gonna be TNT. But it didn't blow up the chest. Oh, okay. I'll take that. What? Now this is a nice room here. All of these barrels have something in them. That just had all of the wither skeleton skulls I need. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yes. Look at this. This is like loot heaven here. But yeah, that's everything I need to be able to spawn in the wither myself. And wow, that is looting and sharpness 10. Lodestone, celebration fireworks, because yes, I'm gonna be celebrating after looting all that stuff. Yeah, that's enough to definitely do it for sure. Now I just need to collect a bit more of these warm silverfish shards, because for each one of the silverfish, Well, we're going to need 16 of them, and that's going to add up. Well, I found an Enderman spawner if I ever need one. It'd be really nice to find a, like, I'll definitely mark if I find a Wither skeleton spawner, because there's a mod in here that allows us to take use of those. So we could actually just create our own Wither skeleton spawner, which would be really handy, I think. Now, this is a room that looked kind of interesting. I'm wondering exactly what this is all about. Like, there's pressure plates. I mean, it looked kind of cool on the map, but I guess it's just soul sand and stuff. Oh, but it has got some good stuff in here. I'll take any of these that I can find. I will definitely take. But man, you got to watch out for these trap chests. Look at that. Enchanted golden apples. So many of them. Now, after all of that, you may be wondering, Chosen, how are you going to fight the Wither? I know you've got this amazing cleaver sword, but seriously, how are you going to fight the Wither? Like, you're pretty squishy. Well, thankfully there are wither-proof blocks in this pack. One being tinted glass, which is incredibly easy to make. And yeah, it says tough enough to withstand withers. As crazy as that sounds, you can actually spawn a Wither in this cube here. And for the most part, I think we're going to be safe. I hope. Usually I make a 5x5 because sometimes they can get out of this. But I think this is actually going to work. Now, we will inquire a little bit of blast that will happen around here. But for the most part, the Wither should be able to be contained within this. And so we can get as many stars as we need. Skulls. Let's grab our skulls and soul sand. And yes, I have a couple buckets of milk because I know I'm going to get Wither. It's going to blast a little bit of this area, but we should be able to definitely place the Wither in here. I actually might place it on its side just to guarantee that everything is going to be good. But yeah, you can place it like this. So if I place it right here and I do this, we can actually break this out and we can place that back in here as soon as we get this spawned in. But yeah, things are about to get loud. Here we go. Spawn this in, place this in, and then I'm just going to stand back so I don't encounter the first initial blast. We also have some nice food. And it should stay comfortably in here. And we can just peek through and get our hits in. Yeah. Pretty simple, right? See that? I don't even think we've taken any damage yet. This is beautiful. And defeated. And thus, we have ourselves another star. And for the crazy part, I mean, boop, we have ourselves a Philosopher stone. And honestly, wasn't that hard. Wasn't that hard. We just got lucky and found that room that had all those skulls. I mean, that's pretty nice. Hey, we got a furnace with wrapping papers on it. Very, very festive. So yes, Philosopher Stone can do a lot of things. It can like transmute blocks. So for example, I can like rotate through all the different wood variants. You can also scale this up. This does have the ability for you to use it as a crafting grid. If you have the keybind set up properly, you can actually make this single block turn into like a 3x3 area or what have you. You can increase the range. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with it. That is pretty awesome. And you can even shoot projectiles that can change mobs into different mobs. So you can turn a cow into a sheep and things like that. But the main thing we're going to be using this for is to automate dark matter. We need to get ourselves dark matter started. And to do this, we need to set up auto crafts that is going to be just working solely on this. But I think I want to use RF tools to do this. And I wanted to do it in its own right? So Eternalist fuel. Once we get all of this going, we can actually make ourselves, for example, an alchemist chest, and then get ourselves an energy condenser so long as we have dark matter and red matter block, because all of these other things are super easy. And once we have an energy condenser, oh boy, are things going to get a lot easier for us. So I'm kind of thinking of ways to automate this. And of course we need we need a flux plug. in order to give this thing some power. I just don't know exactly where, or sorry, this is a plug. We need a point. We need a point on this thing to give it some power. And I'm just kind of thinking, how am I going to get these items in? Now, I know an ender drawer is going to be a good solution for this. And it going right here, I mean, is fine. Ender drawer is how we're going to feed coal to this. And I might have this spot opened up here simply because I'm going to need some cabling and, of course, the ability to send the items through. And we might be getting into... I mean, actually, you know what? IO might be the best. Laser IO might still be the fastest method to get the items through into here. But we're going to be setting up some advanced recipes. I do know that I'm going to have a cable that is going to be running from here and over, because we're definitely going to need to be sending items to this. And one of those items is going to be diamond blocks, because we're going to have multiple recipes, because we're going to be crafting all the way up to dark matter. Right, so diamond blocks are going to be needed after we have eternalist fuel. So here's the thing. Can I drag items in here? Because I may not be able to. First of all, coal. Let's see. Can I drag coal into this slot? I cannot. So what I want to do is I want to have only one of each of the items that we're going to be crafting set up inside here before we even set our recipe. And this is where things might get a little bit confusing. So the first thing I kind of need to do is probably get all of these items just originally crafted. So first of all, we need coal. And then let's see, this actually only needs 4, isn't it? It's like this. So we need enough of this to move forward. And I need to save at least 1. There we go. And now we have eternalist fuel. Okay. So long as we have 1 of each of this material, we should be good. I'm also even going to need to make maybe 1 dark matter out of all of this. Let's see. And I don't think I have enough coal just yet. We'll see. Go ahead and move all of this out. And you can see why, like, doing this is going to be really handy. Like, having this automated for us, because otherwise it is going to be a nightmare. And this should refill with our chickens. What I might end up doing is having our chickens drop into here. That'll be a lot faster instead of even using this ender drawer. I think I'm just going to get some 10 cold chickens real quick. So here we go. We have our roost ready to go with our chickens. And this is going to be really nice. Just place the chickens inside. That's 48 coal. I mean, that's a pretty decent pace. I mean, even if we just leave this going for a while, that's going to run pretty quickly. Okay, so back with all of our coal and Project E. Like I said, I was working towards getting all of the items that are going to be required. So we need at least 1 of every single one of these. And I would love to get a dark matter, because that's going to be something that we're actually going to need throughout here. So... am I going to be able to make enough? I think we have enough. Okay, so a diamond block. We need at least 2 of those. Oh, I hate when that fills up there. We need at least 2 of those. 1 to make the thing we're trying to make here. So this right here, diamond block, surrounded by this, gives us the 1 dark matter we need. And then we have the diamond block required. I think for right now, I'm just going to automate up to dark matter, because what does it take to get here? So to get to red matter, we are going to need more eternalist fuel. And I don't think we can break down red matter into dark matter. We can only go up. So it's going to be probably best just to generate dark matter with this. So how are we going to set up these recipes? First of all, we need to start with this. And we're going to say all input slots are consumed. So I think that's fine. And then the results of the crafting operation, at least for the first one, are going to go into the input here. So we have to make sure that is defined. Now, at first, let's go ahead and grab coal. And we can go ahead and put all of the items in. So philosopher stone's the main thing. Coal is going to be provided in there. The next thing that's going to be made is this coal, then this, then this. And then we're also going to need to feed this with our applied energistics, feed this diamond blocks to fill up this slot. And then our output result should be dark matter. And we need that to go here. Now, everything else in here needs to sort of be, I usually use cobble. It just needs to be just something that's voided off. So we can just fill all of these slots with this. And same with the dark matter. Everything should be fine. And what we're going to do is we're going to say, remember current items in internal and external buffers. So this is going to prevent my coal from overflowing everything else. So if I remove these, it should remember all of the items. You can see there's an item there. Remember the current items. So when I take these out, yes, you can see. I guess holding shift breaks the item. So we need to pull all of these out. And as you can see, our the items are sort of ghosted in there. That's important because, like I said, all this stuff is going to take place here. So first recipe, we want our output to go into the initial. That's going to be the same for everything. And we can set this up by hand. So we can say this item goes here. And I want to make sure it is the specific item. And I'm going to do these all by hand. And then we're going to hit apply. So that's our first one. Now this one is going to be taking this coal. Make sure this is set to internal buffer. It's going to be using this item as well. And then we hit apply on that one. Same thing for the rest of them. I can even leave this in. Actually, this needs to be switched to this. As you can see, if we reset, it's going to change that, then this. Internal. Still going to be using the same one, except this time we're using the Mobius fuel. That should end up in the buffer here. And we apply that. And then last but not least, we're going to be taking the Eternalist fuel and we're going to be upgrading it. So this is where we need the diamond blocks. And then we're going to surround this like so. And this is going to leave and go into the external. This is where we want everything to go, is so long as it ends up in that external. And last but not least, hit apply. And thankfully, we have this all automated. Now we can put this in fast mode. We just have to give it power. And down below, or actually, I might have to figure out another solution for this. The chicken, honestly, we can place this in a different location and it would actually work if this was removed. It's such a weird spot, it being in this location. Because what I want is I want a cable to be on the bottom that sends the items into here, but also allows me to export the items out. But there's not anything that's going to be like that. So what I'll probably have is I'll have one on this side, but I need this on the side here. I need this to be receiving the items. And the best way to do that is to still use laser IO, which is incredibly ugly for right now. Maybe we'll find a better spot to place this. So place the roost here, and then we have laser IO sending the items over here. Okay. Things should be working as soon as I get it set up. Now I'm going to need an extractor from AE2. Is it called? Yeah, an extractor right here. So we just need one of these with a piston, apparently. An extractor is going to send the items into our storage. Or actually, I could send and receive the items from Laser IO and just have it go into a drawer for now. That is going to actually be much better. Let's do that. Actually, you know what? It going into the inventory is probably not going to be that bad. Because eventually we're going to have this all automated anyways. So you know what? Let's just have it go into our storage, because this is actually going to probably be, it's going to be a little bit slower than I'm expecting. So have this hooked in. That is an export bus that's going to be pulling the items out that's in here. Like this is an actual item that actually should be pulling out for some reason. Oh wait, we need an import bus. My bad. Import bus. is what we need. This thing. Whoops. That will send the item in. Okay. So back to this import. Make sure that's there. That should pull that dark matter out. As soon as we hook this up, there you go. You see the dark matter is gone. That is perfect. Now let's set up the chickens. Because the chickens are still going to be the same. I'm going to be placing it here. And what we need is our chickens to go in here. And the top is where we want our item card for extract to be. And then right here is where we want our item card for insert to be. And now this is going to be sending the coal, as you can see. And we should, slowly but surely, see our processes starting to happen. Now, to speed this up, because of course the chicken produces way more, this is where we actually need to get into the higher end laser IO stuff. So this is an overclocker. And if I create a recipe for this, we can actually go ahead and request them because I went ahead and set up some of the other stuff for it. So we need 3 of them just on the extract. So now we have 4. So that's the max. So this works on our extract. So we can open this up and put this in here. And this is going to allow us to set our transfer amount all the way up to 64 and lower our ticks to 1. So it'll do 64 items every tick. And that is where things are going to really speed up and ramp up. And look at that. We're probably already producing dark matter. And there's our second dark matter. There we go. We have dark matter effectively automated and ready to go. Things are going to get spicy really, really soon. I already can feel it. Oh yeah, I did forget one thing. Diamonds. I mean, I could go ahead and just craft a stack of those, and I'm just going to throw those in here. Yeah. I need a way to send them there, but it's going to create a huge mess. You know what? I'm going to do it just because we actually need this. And we need another crafter to go ahead and craft these because I don't actually... Diamond blocks. Do we have... Yeah, we don't have diamond blocks on tap. So we are going to need to autocraft them. So we got our recipe in and we need that extractor. Yeah, AE extractor. I know I just had one. Apparently we need another one. Okay. I just may not have picked it up. And then we need our cable just to run one cable over. And yeah, I'm just gonna throw it back here and then run the cable up. And then this extractor is going to need this crafting card, and then we need diamond blocks, which I could just pull from right here. And we'll say, hey, give it diamond blocks, but make sure to craft them as needed. You can see the 30 just went up, and there we go. Slowly but surely, things are working. Wow, just from us sitting here making this, it's already at 13. So it is going a little bit faster than I was expecting. That means next episode, we're most likely going to be making ourselves a ME chest. Oh boy, this is going to be pretty crazy, getting ourselves an energy condenser. Oh yes, this is definitely going to be fun, and we're going to be setting that up next episode. So guys, well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to click that subscribe button and give this video a huge thumbs up. Also, it is so close to the holiday time, so be sure to check out the merch, ChosenArchitect.store. You can, of course, find all kinds of amazing stuff over there. Like my favorite shirt is Pigs Are Friends. I love it because, you know, I don't like to kill pigs in the game. I feel, yeah, they're friends. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.